right, so here we are in Bali, Indonesia, and this is our group here for the week at Heaven and Earth Workshops. And behind the camera is me, Rick Levine, and I am here to bring you this week's Cosmic Quickie that we will be recording as part of a week-plus long workshop here in Bali. Here we are in Roosterland, in the midst of the jungle and rice fields of Bali, Indonesia, with an awesome group of participants here at Heaven and Earth Workshops. The title of our workshop, I think, is Think Cosmically, Act Locally, or something like that, which is what we're trying to do as we compete with the roosters, which wake us up every morning at
4 a.m.
about 4 a.m. Today, as part of our week-long retreat, we're going to be talking about the planets. And for this week's Cosmic Quickie, for all you Patreon patrons, and for you 1,000 or so people that subscribed through the Astrology Hub Summit and get 4 of these for free, this is your number 2. So what I want to do today, or this morning here, and what we'll be recording for people out there, is a series of poems, odes, meditations on each of the planets. We're going to spend, the group here, is going to spend the entire day today digging in deeper to these planetary forces and how the planets actually work in the cosmos, in our lives. And I'm going to start with Pluto and work in toward the moon. I wrote these a number of years ago and keep coming back to them and altering them a little bit, but they're kind of my best shot on a condensation of the energy of each of the planets. And as astrologers, when we say planets, we mean in the Greek sense things that wander in the sky. We do not give a crap about what an astronomer decides is a planet or not. In fact, for us astrologers, the sun and moon are planets because they wander in the sky, as does Pluto. The scientific boys can call whatever they want, whatever they want. It doesn't lessen the impact of Pluto, where we're going to start. But I do want to say one quick thing here about Pluto, and that is when the scientists excluded Pluto from the planetary cluster, a lot of astrologers were upset. Pluto, on the other hand, was tickled pink.
Yeah.
Why? Because Pluto is that which is excluded. You see, Charles Fort, a guy who wrote these amazing books in the 1920s, he wrote a couple of New York Times bestsellers. One of the books he wrote was called The Book of the Damned. This is like a guy who wrote about things on the edge of possibilities, things that couldn't happen that were reported. And the opening line to, I'm in Aries, I know opening lines of every book I've ever read, but nothing else. No, I'm kidding. The opening line to The Book of the Damned was this: by the damned, I mean the excluded. So Pluto gains power when he's excluded. When we do our shadow work and we shine the light of awareness or consciousness into the darkness of Pluto's unconsciousness, we basically depower him or it, because that which we don't know, that which is repressed, that we don't know is hidden, has power over us. Pluto. Pluto, the let's do this again. Pluto, the mysteries of evolution, total transformation, the birth, life, death process, the slowest planetary vibration, a 250-year cycle, nearly 250 years. Pluto, the phoenix, rising from the ruins of destruction, the slow rise and fall of civilizations. the new birthing free from the old, the decay of death. Pluto, your black magic-like changes, the babe rising from past generations to continue the chain of life. Pluto moving onward beyond mortal life, touching hidden realities, not apparent to the five senses. Pluto, the energy of fusion, the consciousness of sexual union, the power of nuclear energy, the destruction of plutonium waste, taking all and sparing none, clearing the way for new life after death. Neptune. Illusory Neptune, the universal solvent, the artist's higher vibration. The visiting of the muse, the mysteries of music, the healing vibrations, the cosmic waters washing ashore, the ocean of energy, the fluid looseness of alcohol, the haze of unreality, the smokescreen of drugs, the confusion of mental illness, the creation of the higher mind, the intellectual capacity, the spirituality of all life. Neptune, what are you? Uranus. And for those of you here, you'll later get the full scoop on Uranus through another poetic visitation. But Uranus, erratic, spontaneous, rebellious, unpredictable, ahead of your time, eccentric, weird, unexplainable, genius-like, so often misunderstood, socially non-conforming, 84 years around the sun, senility and old age, electrical, nervous system, lightning, and the sudden resolution of unresolvable forces. Saturn. Heavy gravity, final authority. Giver of structure, social status, tests of time. Stability, responsibilities placed upon us. Constriction of energy, holding back, tightening the reins of life to gain control. Growing up, maturing, and conserving. Deliberate actions, causing determinable events. Karma itself, sitting on the throne of the ages, reaping always later what is sown today. Jupiter. By Jove, by Jupiter, benevolent God, thunderous wrath of Thor, laughing belly, loudly jovial, jolly uncle, too much, magnifying lens of the skies, bigger and brighter than the others, rewarding, beneficial, expansive, bringer of good things, harbinger of opportunity. Jupiter, the big ball filled with gas, knowing no limit, it expands until Saturn and the balloon bursts. Mars. Clash, bang, boom, bam, aggressive. The head of the ram, battering its way into new places. Direct energy thrusting forward. Sounds of metal, rhythms of war. Mars marching armies, up 2, 3, 4, shedding red blood with weapons of iron and steel. Mars is angry, the red planet. The beet redness of a face, angry from yelling and shouting. Sparks fly, tempers let loose. Physical body energy, adrenaline in the red blood. Sheer energy of creation and passion. Mars marching forward, always new lands to conquer. Venus, beautiful goddess of love. Venus retrograde, close to Earth these days. Beautiful goddess of love, harmonious grace, aesthetically pleasing, seemingly sensual, always in balance, like the perfect hostess at a cosmic party. Balancing always the soft side of a man of power, a perfect wife, the social aspect, emotional communication, touching, feeling, sensing, artistically, poetically pretty metaphors, the beauty of artistic masterpiece, nonverbal but sensible, harmonious song of songs. Venus, sing us of love and beauty. Mercury, quicksilver, changing, constant, processing information, communication in multiple forms. Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Intellectual, factual, high-frequency pitter-patter, little feet attached to little legs, short wavelengths, getting shorter as they reduce to binary code. Shortwave radio, AM radio, background noise, the weather report, ever-changing, quicker silver than sleight-of-hand magic, electrical, airy in realms of thought, words and letters, sentences and ideas, gossip and chitter-chatter that doesn't matter, unimportant conversations, the background sounds of life. Siblings and family talk, unpublished letters and journals and diaries, typists and telephone operators, which we don't have anymore. Fast and efficient, back and forth around the sun, the change of seasons, Mercury always vibrating higher frequencies in the spectrum of life. The moon, fleeting emotions, changing moods, moody feelings, crazy as loons, lunar melodies changing each hour, the rhythm of womb men with emotional power, moon changing phases, increasing with light, the full moon reflections brighten the night, then waning again, shedding its light, allowing more subtlety to come into light. Mother of love, secure with her changes, with the widest of possible ranges, the mind's mental posture begins in the home. The soul's clear vibration harmonizes to Om. Cold orb of the dark, the water of tears, the ocean of feelings that grows with the years, the depth of despair changes to laughter of love. O marvelous moon, O goddess above. And the sun. Here on the equator, the sun, I salute you. O glorious star of stars. O royal light of lights. O radiant crown center of our little energy system, our little corner of the universe, the fire of life, the warmth of light, outshining all the others, the undisputed king, the ruler of planet Earth, the brightest star in the infinite sky, the warmth of our biosphere, the roar of the king, the lions of the jungle, the pride of the victor, the playfulness of the cat, the heart of all people. That's Rick's little romp through the solar system, through the planets, and we're going to spend the day here in Bali digging in deeper to each of these energies. And for all of those out in cyberspaces, whoever you are and wherever you are, thanks for visiting with us here today, and we'll see you again for another Cosmic Quickie sometime in the near future. Woo!